Hey everybody, welcome back to Two-Cent Movie Talk. I'm Greg.
Nika.
And we're here as always to give you comment, folk reviews on movies as we see them and let you know what we think and give you our advice on what's good to see at the theater. So this week we're doing our review on
Thor Ragnarok.
The Ragnarok.
We went to see it November 2nd.
Yes. So we're a little ahead. We got a little bit early. That day before. Thursday early. So the pre-show show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this movie, obviously it's the third in the trilogy of the Thor series, the mini-series of the Marvel Mega Male MCU series. Of course, this movie, tell me who was in it? I can tell them the characters. I know the characters.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you all know Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Cate Blanchett.
Love her.
Idris Elba, of course.
Jeff
Jeff Goldblum, Tessa Thompson, Karl Urban, Mark Ruffalo, and Anthony Hopkins, of course.
As Odin's son. So, I'm going to get right off the back and just go out there and say I think of all the Thor movies, and I do like the Thor movies. A lot of Thor movies do get a rap of being like not as great as other MCU movies. I really liked this one. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, pretty funny.
Yeah, he went to see it twice. I went to see it once. We went together, and then he took the kids. I have a different feeling. Honestly, yeah, you guys know we have that going on here sometimes. I just felt, and I know it's a comic book movie, but it was just based on the other two. It was just way too much comedy for me. I don't think I liked it as much as the other two. Honestly, that's kind of how I feel about it. I just did not think, seeing the other two and then having this one, if this is the way it was supposed to go, then I think the other two should have been more comical. But it was just a little bit too cartoonish to me. Even though it wasn't a cartoon, it just put me in that mindset of being a little too cartoonish. It was very funny. I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as the other two. That's my personal opinion.
Well, of the three, what would you rank them in order?
I actually like the second one the
Dark
most.
World?
Yeah, I like the second one the most. And then, of course, I don't know if I had to, because the first one was, getting to know Thor and everything like that. But I don't know. It would still be third to me, I think. It would.
See, I kind of rank it second in this, right in the middle. And I'm going to say I think I put it right in the middle because this wasn't really just a Thor movie. It was kind of like the Winter Soldier Winter Soldier Captain America movie where you had it was a Captain America movie, but then you had the Winter Soldier. But that was a great movie though. Yeah. And it's hard to top that movie, first of all. But secondly, the Hulk being in this movie, putting him on a movie on Sitar. Mm-hmm. If you haven't seen the movie, this is some spoiler maybe in here.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, we put that in the comments, you see it. But you haven't seen it by now. Whatever. What have you been doing? What are you doing? But, they kind of made this like a mini Planet Hulk movie where they gave it a backstory to Planet Hulk movie because Marvel's always playing around with the idea saying that they would never, you never would probably see a Marvel Hulk Planet movie basically because of the rights of who owns the Hulk character and things like that. But anyway, doesn't matter. I think it was comical. You could tell they kind of took some liberty with it and kind of went along with more on a Guardians of the Galaxy-esque feel where it was comical. It has kind of an 80s kind of vibe going, but it wasn't as prominent as it was in the Guardians of the Galaxy. It was kind of there, but they kind of took Thor out of his element and put him in a totally different part of the galaxy situation. I will agree with you. It was comical, but some of the comedy was like it was funny, but it wasn't over the top. It was like they tried a little too hard in some places.
Yeah, it did.
But
I don't know. I think I want to say the Hulk just was too cartoonish to me, and maybe that's why I felt that way. He just seemed different than Hulk normally is. He just was more of a cartoon Hulk to me than the normal Hulk.
See, I kind of like that because I've been saying for years that I want to see him have some kind of common sense. Mm-hmm. I get tired of seeing him in the last few movies where he just hulked out and lost. He's kind of like a giant muscle that can barely control himself. He has a little bit of berries, a little bit of knowledge, he got a little smarter. Granted, it's not much, not up there. He's not a mental level, but he's gotten smarter.
Yeah.
He's kind of funny. But I think it worked. For me, I think it worked.
See, most of the time I will go again to see it. Like, normally when he takes the kids, I'll go see it. I can't remember why I didn't go. I don't think I was feeling too well, but maybe I need to see it a second time, and sometimes that is the case for me, that I need to see it a second time, and, you know, I feel different because I felt that way about the Avengers, that one Avengers movie.
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron, I kind of felt that way when I first went to see it, the beginning part I had a problem with, but... Yeah, I mean, it was funny. I mean, I was laughing all the way through it. It just, but that connection that I normally have with these Marvel movies, I was there, but I wasn't like, it didn't really fit all the way for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I need to see it a second time.
You know, I mean, one thought that came to mind with me, that, well, I will say I did like the movie. I do like the movie, and it's not one of those movies. I liked it better than Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of Spider-Man: Homecoming.
See, I did like Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I did like it.
I liked it, and
really?
I liked it for a few reasons that I think we talked about on here.
Yeah, I think he's, you know, that's getting into the area, but this kind of falls into that realm of that where I'm at a point with Marvel movies where I'm going to use my phrase, it's good because it wasn't bad. And I'm going to tag Thor Ragnarok with it was good because it wasn't bad. It was kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, like it was good because it wasn't bad. Like kind of that kid on the bench that you bring him in, like, no, don't bring little Johnny in, he can't play. And he comes up there, he scored 4 points in a row and iced the free throws. And he's like, he wasn't great, but he was good. So that makes him better than he was because we didn't expect much from him. I didn't really expect Thor to blow me out of the water because none of the Thor movies have blown me away. So this one, it was so different that it was entertaining to me.
And maybe I was thinking, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I just did not like it as much as the other two.
Yeah, it was a departure from what they did.
Yeah, I liked it. It just, I wasn't fully there with it. And most of the time I'm connected, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling because I'm making it sound like I didn't like it, but I did like it. It was just a few things about it that just didn't connect with the other two for me. Like I said, it's based off a comic book. I feel like if this was going to have this much comedy in it, then the other two should have been like that. So it all kind of flowed. But I feel like the first and the second one was more serious. So for this one to be so comical for me, it was just like it fit. The storyline fit, but the overall feel to it kind of just was like on its own a little bit.
Well, you know, makes sense. And you know, I think I agree with what you're saying there. I think what for me though, one of the things that worked, again, to kind of balance that out, was the fact that it was kind of violent. Yeah. I mean, when you really think about it, I mean, a lot of people died. And that kind of brings us to the villain, because I want to talk about Hela, Cate Blanchett's character, who, by the way, I love, because she was violent. She was a child that was scorned by her parents, had daddy issues, and she wanted her proper place on the throne. She wanted her place. Yeah, she felt like the place, her spot was, the spot was hers and not Thor's. Yeah. And rightly so it was, she was the other child. Yeah. But I think she was so violent and so almost matter of fact, it was kind of, the way she went about just killing people was what made it even worse. But what they didn't do with her was make her so powerful that you didn't feel like she could be beat. Yeah. But, I mean, you knew she couldn't, well, you knew it was a slim chance that one-on-one she gonna kill anybody. Yeah. But they did give her that air of invincibility, kind of like, I hate to go back to this Spider-Man with Electro, but he was so powerful, like how do you kill something like that? It didn't make sense. So, but I like the character, I like the balance, the way Brandon brought it in. I mean, the way they worked in the little cameo with Doctor Strange, who at this point in time has really mastered a lot of his power. That was really cool. How he just going through places. I really like that. So I like that. I think I like the fact that it, for me, while it's such a departure from other Thor movies, I think I kind of like that a little bit, because it's Marvel telling you that the story is moving along, and you have to start kind of creating some bridges between these characters to see these stories, the different movies, to kind of show, okay, how does Thor end up meeting the Guardians and getting back to Earth, and how do the Infinity Wars all play in? Everything gets to tie together at some point. And I think that's where they're trying to get to right now. So the movies are kind of meet the common tone. Guardians of the Galaxy tone matches Thor. I don't mind it from that so much. The director, Taika Waititi, in one of the interviews I saw, said they kind of let the actors kind of go, have a little freedom and liberty with the script.
Well, then that makes more sense.
So that's why you had a lot of that kind of witty banter, but kind of slapstick humor a little bit. But it played well.
I mean, you know, like I said, if I put myself in the place of it being a comic book and the movie storyline obviously being based off the comic book series, then it was, you know, I would be totally on point with it. It's just, you know, when you're comparing to what you saw previously, it's just, you know.
Yeah.
And I felt, well, I guess with the other two, it was more darker and kind of intense. Yeah. But with this one, you felt kind of more, I don't know, happy, so to say. Yeah. And that's good. That's a good thing, you know, but I guess I have to take it for what it was and not try to compare it to the other two. And if I do that, then, you know, I'm completely there with the movie. But, you know, like I said, the things that kind of bothered me a little bit was the fact that Hulk was just a little bit too cartoonish to me in this movie, because he's just normally not like that. It's not the overall personality he had, so to speak. It was more so just seeing him the way that he was, kind of the image of him, like the being of him. It just seemed this time, right? That's the thing. This time it was kind of just like, oh, you know, is he a cartoon character? I mean, but yeah, you know,
Hulk in a hot tub.
So yeah,
but you never saw him like, he's never had any words like that other than puny God in Avengers. Other than that, what else has he said? Yeah, nothing. He was growling and grunting. So I mean, I get it. It's kind of like he's kind of evolving. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I get it, but it's it's kind of you gotta go either way with it. Don't fall down.
Okay.
So
edit that.
Oh no, keep that right in there.
No.
Yes.
That'll be safe for the bloopers.
That'll stay in there.
No, it won't.
Okay.
Well, if I'm editing, it's not. So overall, it was a good movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B. You can get.
I'll give it a B minus. Yeah. I'm not gonna give it a C. I'm not gonna give it a C, but I will give it a B minus. And like I said, I probably need to see it again to feel differently. Yeah. I mean, most of these movies we see twice or three times, depending on, you know, when you take the children or whatever. But yeah, I think I just need to see it again.
Yeah, it's a bridge. I mean, we're kind of reaching the end of this run, and I think, you know. One thing I can say about these movies just in general is that I'm at a point now where I'm ready to see the end. I mean, like, I don't think I'm ready to see the end right now. Well, I think I just want to, you know, keep going as far as it can keep going. Well, it's going to keep going, but my fear is that, or my concern, there's a fear, is that because you have Thor, then you have Black Panther coming up, which I cannot wait. We can't wait, honestly. We can't wait for. I'm taking the whole week off to see it twice. But you have I
hope this doesn't turn into a race thing either when that movie comes out.
You had to take it there.
You know people get like that.
But I don't care. It is what it is. Boom. Well, it says Black Panther big on the screen. but to my point, you got that coming out. Then you have May with Infinity War, and then 2018 to 2019 May with the second movie in Infinity War, whatever you want to call it. It's not a two-part movie. It's Infinity War, whatever they're gonna do. So once you hit 2019, we would be effectively 11 years from the initial rollout with Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America. So 11 years of a movie run. It's going to hit a point where you're going to have something happen. And once it happens, a lot of these actors are going to start taking out a step back. Robert Downey Jr. is over 50 years old. How many times is he going to suit up and play this role? He could technically do cameo, but you're going to have to phase him out eventually and replace him with something else. Chadwick Boseman is an adequate replacement for him, and Doctor Strange with I
wouldn't want to see a replacement for him.
Well, by replacement, I'm seeing somebody to fill in that gap that he kind of needs void, that character. Benedict Cumberbatch is just as arrogant and brash enough to fill up that gap. And he's earthly bound. I mean, he's a sorcerer. He's not a scientist. But then you have Wakanda. So you have things. Chris Hemsworth is young enough. He can continue on doing Thor, bringing Thor in. How
much does he want to continue to do Thor? You have that too. You know, they feel like they get stuck in these roles, and then you know, what is the next thing for them, you know?
Oh, yeah. Chris Evans is back, discussed back now, falling out of movie roles, the character. I mean, he's been doing it for a long time. I mean, 11 years, 12 years is a long time to do anything. So you got that. So you're going to have to look at some new things happening, new storyline coming up. So you got the Guardians of the Galaxy with a sequel, a third three of that coming up in a couple of years, what have you. The Spider-Man franchise has 2 more movies in that trilogy that you know they're going to roll out. Black Panther could probably have more sequels. So you're going to have a phase, essentially phase 4 or 5 or whatever you want to call it at this point. So I don't really care about that. I mean, being honest, because I don't have 20 years of my life to dedicate to a story. That's eventually what you'll be doing. They'll be starting the whole story over again. Are they going to kill Thanos? They can't kill Thanos. But if they do, you have to build up another villain. I do think for this movie, if you haven't seen it, again, these are spoiler alerts for Thor, but I do believe that Hela is not dead. I don't think you can kill Hela that easily. I don't think it's that simple. Thor is her brother. He survived worse. So I think Hela's going to show up again. I think because she's the goddess of death and Thanos loves her, he's going to come, find her in space, and pick her up. I think he's going to pick her up in space after Asgard blew up. Spoiler alert, Asgard is gone. And that big old ship that shows up in the post-credit scene, which I know is Thanos' chamber ship or whatever, and they're going to do something horrible to the last people of Asgard. Maybe take a prisoner, or maybe blow up the ship and throw Thor off into space and he crashes into the front. Who knows? But I think he's going to find Hela, his love, bring her in. Loki, being the ever-shifty, shiesty guy that he is going to do something to keep himself alive a little longer. He owes Thanos the Tesseract. And that small scene in the end, when he was walking through the hallway with Surtur's head, he saw it, and he had that Tesseract, and Thanos is waiting for it. He can say, but I brought you what you asked for. An Infinity Stone, which he has not gotten one Infinity Stone yet. All these movies, he doesn't have one in his possession.
It's true.
None.
But they're trying to keep him away from him, so.
Well, but he's bartering with people to get him. Ronan the Accuser was supposed to get the Power Stone. The Mind Stone is in Vision's dome. Where the other one? Let's do a rundown. Where are the Infinity Stones right now? So this could be a bonus footage on the thing. But by the way, go see Thor. Go see it. Check it out. Definitely see the IMAX is available in your area.
Take your own opinion. Don't go by what I said because you may feel differently. You know.
Or don't.
But you know, we're always not gonna have the same opinion. We're always not gonna agree. That's what makes us different.
Movies are basically opinions. They're subject to your opinion and what you like. They're subjective across the board. You may not like Transformers. I may like Transformers. It's all about what you like. So, all right. Well,
so that's our 2 cent, people.
Yeah, so 2 cent. Again, Thor Ragnarok is in theaters this weekend. I think it's number 1 again. It's beating all the newcomers. I think it's around 80 million this week. So it's going to smash the box office again. It has a free run until Justice League comes up. Maybe we'll do a quick video next time on Justice League prequel. Maybe do a later one this week about what we think about Justice League coming up. I mean, there's some spoiler beliefs, but you know, what do you think? Do you think Superman? Yeah, do you think Superman gonna show up in the trailer? Do you think he'll be in the movie? Like you say, do you think he'll show up like Luke did in Star Wars with no words to say? That would suck. But who knows? So we'll look for us to see what we do next.
Yeah.
All right.
So as always, I'm Nika.
I'm Greg.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't hesitate to comment or give us your opinion, your thoughts on anything that you saw in the video. Like we said, go see it. You know, don't take my word for it, or take my word for it, and you know, just let us know what you think about it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the bell so you can get a notification when we upload, because you know we've been kind of inconsistent. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye, folks. But let's get back to this Infinity Stone thing. Where are the Infinity Stones? How many have they found? Have they found them all?
I thought they did. No, it's still one out there that they didn't find, I thought.
Okay, wait. Run it down. The Tesseract. That's the Mind Stone. Or whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
Vision has that.
Yeah.
The Nova Corps has the Power Stone from the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Doesn't Loki have one in his little thing?
Loki doesn't have anything. Remember, Loki Stone was the Mind Stone that was in his staff.
Oh yeah. That's
so we always need to write this down. The Time Stone is Doctor Strange has that.
Okay.
That's the I have origami. Can't say it. That's 3. So wait. The Collector Tavalier has the Aether. That's 4. Where's the Space Gem? Or the Time Gem? Oh, good grief.
There's one that they don't have. I know that there is one still out there. Because after we saw, was it Guardians of the Galaxy?
2?
2? Then it was still one out there. Somewhere.
Was it one of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
I can't remember.
Let me do a quick look up
How
on
awful
this
are we?
This is how, because, it's hard to find these things because it's hard to remember because there's so many movies. I'm gonna look this up.
Small interlude.
Okay. All right. So where are they finished off right now? Let's see. All right. So this says. Let's see. Oh God, why do you have ads on these things? I'm trying to look at something important. You show me an ad. Okay. So let's see. So the Space Stone is the film ship the Loki zone of all. So the Space Stone is the. Oh, good. That's the Tesseract. Mm-hmm. That's the Tesseract. That was in Odin's safe. Mm-hmm. The Power Stone is the Nova Corps has that one. That's 2. Mm-hmm. The Reality Stone is Thor the Dark World, the Aether. That was given to Tavalier, the Collector. The Mind Stone, we know Vision has that. The Time Stone, Doctor Strange has that. The Soul Stone.
We haven't heard about that one yet, so.
There's one more stone left.
That's the one. Yeah, see, I was right. I was right. Yep. So, when is that going to be found?
They don't know. They haven't been found yet.
Okay, so the Soul Stone.
These rumors, I'm not going to repeat these rumors here.
We got to figure out where it's at.
So, I mean, you have, the Soul Stone is in Wakanda.
Ah.
It's got to be.
We'll find out.
Doesn't it seem appropriate?
Yeah.
I know you got soul.
Somebody here. Anyway, we will find out where the Soul Stone is. If you know, or you think you know, put it in the comments below. I'm
curious. I'm going out there and put my vote up for Wakanda.
Yeah,
but it's crazy. Wakanda has everything. They have the vibranium. They have the Winter Soldier locked up in an ice box or somewhere. They have all the cool technology, and they probably have the Soul Stone.
Yes, we will find out.
We will find out. So we should do a special. We should do a special on the overall thing of that thing.
The overall thing of the thing.
Yeah, thing of the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So all right.